This is gonna be a weird one. We are not here to talk about sandboxes, single purpose or otherwise, yet this is one big Halo video. On the note of big, Halo just tried to do an open world and failed spectacularly. Not as content packed as Far Cry, not as detail heavy as Red Dead, and nowhere near as exploration heavy like a Bethesda game. Halo Infinite is a poorly paced hodgepodge of ideas packed into a single small biome that still somehow feels as empty and unsatisfyingly expansive as a Minecraft superflat world. But what if I told you everything needed to make a well-paced, open world that still retains the feel and identity of Halo had already been laid out for 343 and really anyone that wants to try? I'm Pliskin, and today I'm going to walk you through the 3 pillars of an open Halo world left behind by Bungie. You know how MGS4's big gimmick is throwing you into a dynamic battle between 2 or more opposing factions? Bungie accomplished this back in 2001 without having to rely on set pieces. Also, it could do this in split screen. And before you say, oh, but MGS4 had higher fidelity graphics, Halo Reach did this too, with crazier things happening than anything possible in MGS4. This is trash. This is a true gaming genius. Anyways, Halo justifies large open expanses with their massive battles that are challenging, varied, and can be approached in many different ways from many different points in the terrain, keeping them feeling fresh. So, with Halo's brilliant AI and enemy design, an open space doesn't need outposts, towers, or collectibles to be interesting. But that's only half of it. What makes these open areas captivating isn't just the battle, but the somber aftermath. Walking through charred ruins of life with a stunning vista and a captivating OST creates such an intoxicating mood that even if the area is empty or dead, your reflections and emotional resonance with the scene is engaging. So having a big open space filled with battle, or the aftermath of a battle, as you go back and forth to different points of, interest in the world, lend itself well, or would lend itself well, to an open world Halo game.
I thought the Covenant had eliminated all the Marine forces in this area.
What have I done?
90% of what makes an open world fun is how you traverse it. Infinite's world literally blocks you off from playing with all the vehicles. Sprint, clamber, grapple hooks wouldn't be needed for a proper open world Halo game. Traversing a crumbling city with a falcon, soaring past snowy or sandy cliffs in a Banshee, or zooming around an island in a Warthog. In any of these cases, I set the pace. If I want to speed to my objective, I can. If I want to engage in optional combat encounters or situations, I can. Hell, if I want to stop and just admire the scenery, I can. We don't have to fear maps being too big if moving across them is easy at whatever pace the player wants, and with vehicles that fit so perfectly into the world, sandbox, and core gameplay loop, an open world Halo game goes hand in hand with the vehicles that are already present. New Alexandria and the Silent Cartographer are objectively the best and most replayable missions in the franchise. In the Silent Cartographer, I can clear the entire outside of the island, clear the gate control before going to the map room, or fuck around and explore the ocean. There is no immediate order or rush. Just a general goal, a free environment, and a checklist that can be completed in whatever order I want. New Alexandria takes it to a whole new level. Randomized objectives that play out in different orders every time, side objectives that get switched out every playthrough, and a unique environment full of secrets. encouraging a replay. Open-ended objectives keep the space alive as it can facilitate new experiences every time. Pelican Down is arguably the best mission in Halo Infinite as it actually plays into the open world. An open-ended objective set goes hand in hand with a big open map. Recognizing those 3 pillars was the hard part. Perhaps the most frustrating part of Halo Infinite was being broken off from Halo. It's a Halo ring. The boundaries are already there. Why do you need to crumble it up and give us a small island? Imagine you being in a rocky alpine biome. Have your battlefields, your vehicles, and your open-ended objectives. Once you conquer that part of the ring, go one way or the other. Let's say your goal is to take over the ring so that you can organize an assault on the Covenant cruiser that stranded you here. So you choose to go left, with the greater goal of reaching the opposite end of the ring to disable or enable some kind of Forerunner MacGuffin that will allow that attack on the cruiser. You exit the starter biome through a cave that leads you to a snowy mountain range. Open-ended objective, vehicles, battlefield. You fly your Banshee over the ranges after beating the biome, but get shot down into a swampland. Open objective, vehicle, battlefield. You push through the swamp and reach some islands. Open objective, vehicle, battlefield. You cross the waters to a former, ruined Forerunner city. Open objective, vehicle, battlefield. You use the MacGuffin, then have a big finale mission in space, a la Long Night of Solace. Congrats, you win. Now you can fly freely to any of the biomes, including the lava and desert biomes, to the right side of the starting point. Enjoy the open-ended objectives, vehicles, and battlefields of the post-game. Naturally, both sides of the ring will scale in difficult till you reach the final area, with whatever side you missed being scaled up in the post-game. Throw in optional areas with cool designs, like from the multiplayer maps, and library-type flood missions that act as dungeons where you can find Easter eggs or unlockable armor, and boom, that's it. That's how you do an open-world Halo. I've been Pliskin. I'm willing to work for minimum wage directing this project, Microsoft, so please, you clearly don't have anyone in charge capable of organizing a bunch of nerds working on their computers coding this shit, so feel free to reach out at any time, because I've got the fucking vision. Anyways, this has been Bliskin, over and out.
This is Solid Snake. Hey, subscribe to Pliskin Boy. God damn it.
You heard him.